Ain't no need for coming back, cause we this the part where I'ma have to speed up.
Pull up in that futuristic, leave them in the past, and it's no break, so I did the dash. I don't know no other way but fast, had to speed up, so I hit the gas. Pull up in that futuristic, leave them in the past, and it's no break, so I did the dash.
Ain't no need for coming back, cause we this the part where I'ma have to speed up.
Hi, I'm Garrett from Making Movies, and in this video, we're gonna party. These Geminis are truly versatile lights, and in this music video, we really wanted to go for this stylized neon retro look. And because of that, we wanted 4 separate lighting setups, all shot on green screen. A lot goes into the proper lighting for green screen so that way you can chroma key it out later. We get into that in a little bit more detail in another video, link below to that. But for this video, we're gonna focus mostly on how we set up and lit our foreground. Let's break it down by setup. First is pink and blue. We configured 4 of the 2x1s in a quad array, 2 across, 2 up, giving us one large, extremely bright single source light that we could use as our key. Using the HSI color mode in the Geminis, we were able to dial in the exact hue of light that we wanted. We then offset that pink color with 2 1x1 Geminis on either side of him directly, giving us a really nice blue fill that contrasted this huge pink that we had coming in. Behind him on the opposite shoulder of our quad array, we put a 1x1 Astra 6X set to daylight, which gave us a really good cut light separating his shoulder off of the background. So again, when we chroma keyed that in post, it would give us a really nice clean edge. From there, we put the camera on a track dolly, and between the movement of the camera and our subject, mixed with what we were going to do with it in post, gave us a very interesting and intriguing final image. On to the next lighting setup, which was orange and dark blue. In this second lighting setup, we also wanted to have nice contrasting colors, a deep dark blue along with an orange. Because we were still working with this quad array and had a huge amount of light available to us, it allowed us to go with a darker color blue than we normally would because we had the output power to still give us a really good key. Opposite that light, we had 2 Gemini 1x1s with orange, one directly next to him and the other slightly behind him. This not only gives us an exact opposite fill from the blue key, but also makes it easier to key our subject out by wrapping him around in orange light, creating separation between my foreground and background elements. The next 2 lighting setups are where I had the most fun and where we really started to utilize the party light effects. Our third lighting setup was interesting. We took one of the 2x1s and we flew it up on a booming combo stand, allowing us to get a light directly overhead, shining straight down onto our subject. Utilizing the ball joint mounts for the 2x1s, we were able to rest 2 of the 2x1s on the ground vertically, allowing us to get really nice low light coming up on either side, again kind of sitting on the 45s. So between the bright single source top-down light and then the party light effects coming up, we had really cool facial contrast. We were shooting this on a green screen, and because of that, we weren't able to have green be in the mix of what our party light is, and that's one of the things that makes these Geminis so cool is how customizable each of the effects are. From the rate at which the lights flash to which colors you have in the mix. You can have RGB, you can have RWB, you can have 6 lights, 12 lights, or a randomized color effect, all of which you can control directly within the parameters of the effect. So while your party scene might be shot practically in a space where you can have green or 12 or 6, you can dial that in as big or as little as you want, getting the exact look that you're going for. Onto my favorite of the lighting setups, lighting setup number 4. The The final lighting setup is absolutely my favorite. It's where we went the most nuts with the whole thing. We started with putting 2 of the Gemini 2x1s on combo stands and putting them about 8 feet in the air. Each of them was on a ball joint mount, so we could then mount the light vertically. Because the artist was wearing sunglasses for this shot, I wanted to be able to catch some of the lights in the reflection of his glasses as he turned his head, and I really wanted them to be vertical lines, and this is where, of course, the ball joint mounts became very handy. To contrast the high big light, we mounted 3 lights low. The first is a 2x1 that we set on the floor pointed up. We ended up with 5 lights, 3 low, 2 high, and they were each set to a different variant of party light effects. This allowed us to have light on our subject at all times, but it was always different. It was always moving and changing. Whether it was color or speed or intensity, each of the lights brought something a little different to the look of this final composition. The versatility of these lights cannot be overstated, and just how customizable each of the settings are in them make them invaluable, especially when you're working on a high stylized music video shoot like this was. That is how we set up and lit this music video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, stick around. We have other videos coming out about other effects, just showcasing how versatile these lights really are. Again, I'm Garrett from Making Movies. Thanks for watching.